Tiggs is here too. Obviously, always. Hi, Tiggs. Hello! One of my goals for the year is to try and declutter a bit, because looking around my room, it is just a mess. Just a mess. So, I gotta start handling some things and being an adult. And of course that means in order to declutter, I've had to purchase some things. And my first round of purchasing is this paper shredder, because unfortunately, due to a small miscalculation, I might have filled our old paper shredder up a little too much and broken it. So, new paper shredder and new file box, because if you look over there, I'm going to zoom in a little bit, you can see these little file folders right there. If Tiggs doesn't get in the way, those ones right there. And those contain my old paperwork, which needs a better system. So I've got the file box, got the shredder, and I'm calling it round 1 of decluttering, which is me, myself, and I. So I just go through by myself and pull some things I'm not using anymore, shred paperwork I don't need, file paperwork that I do, clear some clothes out that I'm not wearing, clear some books, movies, maybe some games out. We'll see. Basically do a lot of this stuff initially by myself, where I can ask myself personally some hard questions. I think then there will be later rounds of decluttering where somebody else is going to get involved to then ask me really hard questions about these things. First round though, me, myself, and I. And I'm going to do some shredding to start. So we're going to see how that goes. First up on the shred box, this is a copy of my thesis on green paper, because I have a lot of green paper that I used during my defense, and I'm planning on hopefully getting a properly bound one. I've got it online as well. This is just sort of cluttering up, and the pages have gone through a lot. So I think symbolically, for achieving my first goal, having officially graduated now, I'm going to shred it. Let us begin. Okay, so I have got the shredder unpacked. If my camera would like to focus, thank you. I've got game theory on, so I can learn some things. And let's do the ceremonial shredding of the first pages. If I can. Ah! Ha ha ha! Ha 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 ha! And it rains. Excellent. This is gonna take a while, but it is also gonna be fun. Just got home from work. Well, I wouldn't say I just got home from work. I had work this morning until about 2, and then I did some running around, had some lunch. I've now changed out of the fancy shirt to the comfortable one. And the running around I did included getting these hanging files for my file box, because I'm an adult. I didn't need to treat myself to lunch tonight, but I did because I'm an adult and I can make these decisions. I'm amazed at myself that I didn't pick up any chocolate or candy. Yeah, so update from where we were the other night. So, since I couldn't file because I didn't have the files to file things into, I worked on some more paper shredding and some organizing of books. This is now just a big old bag garbage. A lot of it is shredded paper, and means I have now cleared this area out. Man, that can use some dusting. And what it is with this particular bookcase, don't look too closely at it, it's very dusty. There's actually shelves for it. Shelves, well, there's shelves, drawers. And that's what those red things are up there, our drawers. So I'm going to pull one of those down and pop them in there because I've got a lot of nerdy pieces of clothing that aren't shirts. I've got plenty of shirts, but I mean, like, these are two of my nerdy beanie hats, and I've got a Harry Potter one and I've got a Doctor Who one, right? So I really want a place to put those. Like, I've got a lot of nerdy socks that I need out of my sock drawer because it's just making it impossibly hard to fit anything else in there. So I'm going to make a nerdy drawer over there. You might be wondering, why haven't you done that yet? Well, yesterday, my time, not your time, but yesterday was Family Day. So Danielle and I went to see Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and so good, so good. And we talked a lot on the way home. We both grabbed the same bus and then transferred to different buses. So when I got home, I then did some digital cleanup type things, because the big focus for this week is driving whenever possible. And both Sunday morning and Monday morning, before I went to the movie, I practiced a whole lot of parking, especially parallel parking and parking backwards. So I've started working on some digital cleanup on my computer, along with starting some like Excel spreadsheets for trying to keep track of my personal stuff. So an Excel spreadsheet that I could basically look at and be like, see, you didn't do nothing today. You worked, you did some chores, or you worked on a personal project, things like that. So, and then I'm starting my spending tracker again, my income tracker. Because I did these a little bit last year, and then I fell off the tendency to do them. So I'm going to try them again, because I'm thinking about a lot of things long term, what I want to do, where I want to be personal wise. So I think I'm probably going to end up getting like a Y membership or something and try and get more exercise. But leading up to that, I'm trying to get some of the things around that. Additionally, I went through some of my music and got rid of things that I'm constantly skipping that I never listen to. It's not a significant difference, but it's something. But there's still stuff to be done because there's a lot of old video clips on here that I could remove. And then I can organize into different long-term projects that I'm going to have to pay attention to. So, I've got a lot that I could do today, because I can do some filing, and I think filing's where I'm going to start, because then that will clear out most of that shelf underneath where those current portable files are, which are falling apart. And once I get the filing system started, then it shouldn't be a problem for me to just keep going with that. And I kind of want to do that nerdy drawer. And there's, like I said, more electronic cleanup I can work on. I gotta handle the cupcake, because in my income, yeah, look at my desk. Look at it. Look how awful this is. Like, I need to organize this. But I need to open the cupcake and count the cash from my tips from last summer. Because in my income tracker, I've got my debit, it's my checking account, my credit card, and what I'm calling petty cash, because a lot of businesses call it petty cash. Basically the change you have on you, right? And I'm trying to keep track of all of that. So I've got to count it, put it in for what I have. That's a lot I could do today. And it's still not going to clean up my desk any at all. Soon, I hope soon. We'll get there. Oh, what am I going to start with? I guess filing. Let's start with filing. We can start with filing. Let's do some filing. Let's file some things. Yeah, this feels kind of weird. I'm still cleaning and decluttering. it's time to work on the clothes. I got the feeling some people might be wondering what this is. Is a dress form. It's polka dotted, like my skirt. It's my mother's dress form. It's hanging out because she's working on a dress for me for my graduation party. So, yay. Yeah, okay. So, I need to clear out some clothes. And right now, I'm looking at the closet. I get the feeling a lot less of this is going to get cleared out because this is sort of my go-to place, and I know I use a lot of this stuff. But there's probably some things in here that I could clear. For example, this very cute, got it for Halloween. I don't fit into it, nor is it necessarily super comfortable. It's something I ordered online. Fabric is very light. It's not a feeling I like, and I guess I didn't realize how irritated I was going to get with the lace. So that at least is something going. So let's see if I can get anything else cleared out. Man, this is going to be hard. None of us can go. James is here for moral support. She's there. Thanks. Nope. With my body type, I definitely can't go sleeveless. Thanks. Go. Jump. No, thanks. Oh, meet you. She's right somewhere anyway. Okay. I mean, it's more than I was expecting. I think a lot more of it's going to come from drawers. Okay. I don't wear pants anymore. I've never did. So, goodbye pants. Of course, this all means we have to go back through and like reset everything. I think. Okay. We'll keep one set of pants. This is a good set of pants. Okay. This is the drawer that's going to be really hard. It's going to be really hard. Okay. First, I set this stuff. Nope. Served me well for a lot of years, but I think I'm going to retire that. I think I may turn this one into a pillow. It never really fit well to begin with, and the one that I really liked from seeing with it in the theater was it's gone missing. I lost it somewhere. Somewhere in the corners of time. Okay. It's good. We're doing good. We're doing good. This is all specialty bear. Christmas. Thanks. Right now. And of course, undershirts. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I mean, that's a pretty good stack for just quick through what do I not wear anymore. So, for donation. Excellent. Additional updates. Drawer now in. This looking much neater. This down here is actually belongs to my parents, so that will get moved out into storage. I think I'm going to add my board games from up there down there. Ah, things are looking good. Things are looking good for cleaning. For clearing some things out. We can do this. I can do this. Whew. The next big one is the bookshelf. Because at this point, this entire shelf is stacked too deep. Yeah. So, I think I might have to clear some of that out. at least into storage, if not out entirely. So we're going to see how this goes. It is Friday, the day this is getting posted, aka I've got to edit and post this today, soon, coming up. And I actively think I'm getting worse at this decluttering. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I got another book order from Book Outlet because I can. So, like I said last time, I cleared some stuff from my closet and my drawers. So clothing wise, I've got some stuff to donate. Hopefully I'll make that run out today and do that. So the desk is still a major problem, but I think part of how I'm going to solve this is I really want to get like a 6-shelf bookcase that can fit on the back of the desk that I can then organize a lot of this stuff in. I think that would be really nice to have. So I've got to keep an eye out for something like that. I'm going out shopping with a friend tomorrow, so I'll keep an eye out there. It might be that I need to take a trip to IKEA and get something, but we're going to see, because I think that would really help with that. So I'm kind of happy with how the first round went. I mean, I know at least paperwork is looking a lot better, and my shelving. I don't know what just happened there. Sounded like something clicked. And my clothing stuff is looking a lot better. So I'm on a roll. Not super interesting, but for round 1 of decluttering, I'll take it. Bonus news. I passed my G2 test this morning. Oh, thanks, Tiggs. Just going after my neck cord for the camera. Yeah, so passed my G2. I can now drive without anybody else in the car. Very cool. Took me long enough. Can get my G in a year. So I'm gonna edit this video. Maybe try and do some more decluttering. Oh, all of those books. Oh, a shelf there would be so useful. We'll see if I can find anything. I'm out.